the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. I know it's hard to think when your crib's overcrowded. You keep wearing hand-me-downs. The girls in your dickies is thick. Your shoes is iced out, and you need some new kicks. Your best friends is moving the bricks. They ain't going to class, they ain't thinking about shit. Your mom running the household, your daddy in the bar. He ain't seeing you no more, he only 15 minutes away. This shit crazy. He used to love you, but he turned gay. This shit happens every day in the black hood. We tryna think, tryna keep our mind level. Stay away from the devil. Mama taking the kids to church now. Tryna stay away from the hood devil. But it keep being tempting. I mean it and I meant it. I'm going through war in my brain. I feel sorry for the next years, for the next generation. We still trying to step here. My mama felt a bump on her breast there. So we struggle when we muscle through here. It's just trying to be legal. We got hit with something that was kind of lethal. They telling us we black and we not equal. And we some different type of people, but we the same. But who's to blame? They come to look for us like our name Saddam Hussein. And my man got framed. They found coke in his hood, and it ain't all good. Bomb blocks like Mayor Good. I'm back to the hood, and I'm thinking again. This some deep shit. This for my youngins. Just don't give up. If you can look up, you can get up. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the
Life
same.
will never be the same. Heart full of pain. My nigga got slain. It got me going insane. Trying to deal with something that we can't change. You was my young boy. Stood about 6'4". Died before your time over sisters war. Now my heart goes out to your mom and the rest of the fam as we try to move on the best that we can. I was your boyfriend, and even when we broke up, the situation got a nigga choked up. This just the day we was blowing smoke up in a boom boom room. When Lemons, Davis, Shiz playing Mad No 6. Polo was the shirt, Infrared One was the kicks. This is for my young boy Kareem Al Murray from 1-6. My young boy was the shit, and then I dedicate this head hit to my
young boy. I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same.
Yo, we back, baby. Filoosh Talk, episode 23. This Dame in the building. We got a special guest, man. Introduce yourself, my brother.
Hey, man, it's Wood, man, from North Philly, man. Youth mentor, man. The best in the city.
Yes, sir.
You already know what it is, man. It's Ant, Mr. Not Your Regular. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Filoosh Talk, episode 23.
Episode 23, baby. What's going on, man? It's a good week, man. It's good to sit down, man. We got the brothers together, man. That's what we need, a meeting of the minds, man.
That's right. It was about time we talked some serious talk, switch gears on y'all. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all know the slogan. I mean, it's like being at a family cookout. We just having fun. We mean that. We are the culture. You know, this is a podcast just strictly about the culture, whether it's relationships, mental health, youth, community, whatever the case may be, we are for the culture, man.
Helping these kids, man. Changing the community. We here, man, you know. Man, we taking ideas and different stuff from everybody, man. We want the love, man, for real. But this week in sports, man, the Sixers looking good, man. They won last night, man. They pulled it out. Sixers trying to make the playoffs, man. We in like the 7th, 8th seed, man. So Sixers pull it out, man. There's probably like 14 more games left, man. I'm rooting for the Sixers heavy. Iverson was at the game last night. Big up to Iverson, man. Still playing the city heavy.
Man, shit, he need to suit up. Somebody coming to a few of them.
Yeah,
He need to put the uniform over y'all.
Yeah. We ain't playing with this shit, man. But major shout out to the Sixers, man, and the Eagles, man. They signing the whole motherfucking NFL. You hear me?
These motherfuckers.
They didn't sign Barkley. Man, get crunked up for the fucking Eagles, man. For real, man. I hope Jalen's somewhere throwing 100 balls every second, man. This season gonna be exciting, man.
We may not see nothing. At least let them gel a little bit. Might be a couple years before you see something.
Man, we in Philly, man. We don't give you no time to gel.
Just say what's on your mind, okay?
We going in right now. You feel me?
Give them some time. They gotta develop. You know what I mean? Gotta develop.
But in Philly news, man, like in the last week or so, man, there's been a lot of shootings and trauma in the city, man. We lost a rapper a couple nights ago, Fat G's, man. Major shout out, man. You know, may Allah bless your soul, make your grave spacious, man. And we gotta really figure something out, man. I don't know what's going on in the city, why everything in an uproar, but we gotta figure it out. You know what I mean? So that's what this show is about. We just gonna be talking about how to figure it out, ways we can help the community. You know what I mean? So
right, and we definitely help the youth. That's why we got Wood up on hand. So, you know, put y'all on to some things and share what he got going on and his story on how he got to doing what he's doing.
But first, how we going to start the show off, man? We going to let Wolf, all three of us going to tell y'all, man, kind of how we was as a youth and how we turned our lives around to be whoever we are today. We going to start off with Wolf, man. 10%.
How about you?
Yeah.
He always calling me Wolf.
Oh, my bad, Wood, man. My bad. I be messing it up, man. Don't fault me,
He
man.
always calling me Wolf. He put that on the flyer too.
That might be your new nickname.
Yeah, no, they already got a Wolf out here. Man, I know, man. I had a rough upbringing, man. I seen my first murder at 10 years old, coming from elementary school. So, you know, me growing up, man, with a mom and all that was heavy into her addiction. And me just being bounced from house to house and shelters and being homeless. And, you know, after a while, by the age of 13, I already done turned to the streets and started, you know, selling drugs. Then it went from that, then it went to playing with guns. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, after you playing with guns, eventually you going to shoot somebody. Then after you start shooting somebody, you get the rush of doing it. And then that's when murder happened.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's serious, man. That shows you a lot of different levels and layers, man. I like how you showed how it can increase to something deeper. You know what I mean? But the streets ain't no joke, man. But I want to know kind of what was your turning point, man? Like, what turned you around from knowing that the streets wasn't it?
Man, I think that I realized that, man, like my last 5 or 6 years in jail, I had this old head in there that he used to mentor me all really threw up since I started my bid in there, and I never would listen to him. So I used to always be like, man, oh, I ain't trying to hear that shit you talking about. Whatever you got going on, I ain't paying you no mind. And he asked me, like, yo, listen, you got 5 years left, youngin'. Like, what's your end goal? Do you want to keep coming back and forth in here through a revolving door, or do you really, you know, want to make a change in somebody's life like I'm making in yours? And from that day on, I said, you know what? Everything that you poured into me inside here, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to pour into these kids. And so when I came out here, you know, after about a good 30 or 60 days of me really understanding how to, you know, what society is going and which way it was going in a little bit, I just, you know, took my passion, man, and took everything that I learned in there from him, man, and poured it out here to these kids. And, you know, I'm making a difference.
That's what's up, man. We need more individuals, more old heads to step up and, you know, try to touch at least one soul to get them on the right track. I mean, I think that's what we lack now. We don't have no real old heads out here. I mean, schooling these youngins. Mm-hmm. And the fact that you got out here and you started doing this whole mentoring thing. That's a big deal. I mean, it's needed for sure. And just keep doing your thing, man. Keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing.
We
man.
gotta put the spotlight and see how we can get other brothers to join you, man, in your crusade. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate that, y'all.
But I love that you explained that your beginning wasn't all smooth, man.
Yeah,
That's
for
what we gotta kind of understand. And tell us a little bit about your upbringing, man. We got to get into it, man.
Mine's a little simple, the rough childhood life, family dynamic wasn't always so good. I was in a single parent household. My dad was around, but he had his shit with him. You know what I mean, for a little bit. I grew up with my mom. My mom was one of those types where, and I don't know how to say this without, at the end of the day, that's still my mother, but she was one of those types where, she was about the men in her life. So, it had a lot of, not a lot of different guys, but she left us around a lot of people, and shit wasn't so good sometimes. So, I grew up a little angry, in different programs and shit like that. Started fighting and shit like that. But through some time, my pop, he got his shit together, and then he started being more active. So that was good. But by then, I was already caught up. I ain't sell no heavy drugs. I did my little, weed here and there and shit like that. But it was a lot of cutting school, a lot of being around women, just drawing, not really doing what I was supposed to be doing or whatever. Took me a while to break up out of that. And then eventually, I started boxing a little bit. Had a kid, and then I kind of like changed my life and started caring a little more about what I was doing. But I feel like I've always been a thorough young boy. Like I was 17, living on my own. I've always had a car, always had a crib. So I think I made out pretty good despite my adversities.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's my story. Ain't nothing too crazy.
Yeah, that's
good.
That's crazy
man.
enough,
That's good,
though. That's
man.
crazy enough.
That's good, man. I respect that, man. I really respect that, brother.
Yeah.
Dang, what about you, man? Tell us a little bit.
Man, I grew up in Richard Allen, man, when I was young.
Richard
man.
Allen, how we do.
My pop, like a real life American gangster, man. When I say that, I ain't just saying that. Like, so he was a hustler, man. So he showed me a lot. But he was the type of hustler that wanted difference for his family. Like, he wasn't just out here living crazy. Like, I lived in Richard Allen. I went to McCall Elementary in South Philly with Gilly, with real bosses, man. When I was young, we was going to school with prominent people, you know what I mean? From there, I went to Sister Claire Muhammad. I was never in the hood schools, man. Like, my pop wanted different. Mm-hmm. And when I was like 11, 12, he moved us uptown, right? So I want y'all to understand something, man. My pop hustled hard, risking his life, man, right? And I still thought I could be a hustler, man. This is where the streets get messed up at, right? So I went dead on into hustling, man. Like, I dropped out of school 16, 17, Germantown High School. I went back when I was 18, graduated from William Penn. But I always thought I was grown. I thought I was a hustler. But my exit from being a hustler was something different than a lot of men. I kept talking to Allah, man, and I didn't feel right in my heart being in the streets, man. I said, damn, my pop risked his life to get us in a certain position, and I still want to be a hustler, man. So I'm selling drugs to my homie moms and like real sick shit, man. And something just turned on me that said, this ain't for me, man. This ain't for me, man. And I start learning how to grind through work, through different hustles, man. And this is what's missing in the streets. These kids don't have a lot of options. You can't be a bad worker and a bad hustler. And when I say the word hustler, I'm not talking only drugs, man. We got to hustle in different levels of life, man. So, that's just how I feel. My turning point, I probably was 18, 19. I really matured. 20 years old, I had my first kid. So I just felt like I had to leave the streets and mature. You know what I mean? So everybody don't get that button ticked just by in life. You know what I mean? Some people got to get shot in their ass. Some people got to get a life sentence. So, I feel for these youngins, man, but I want to help youngins that might need a second chance out here, like who made a mistake before and they trying to straighten their life up, man. That's real. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at, man. I don't believe we perfect, but we can figure out ways to make our life better, man. There's so many people walking around in pain, man. You know what I mean? So
That's facts,
that's just where I'm
man.
at, man. You know
The
what I mean?
older we get, you know what I mean, the more life we live, we should be able to pass something on to these youngins. And just guide them in the right direction because, you know, what they've been saying for years, the children are the future. You know what I mean? If they all killing each other, what future do we really got? You know, without the youth. So we definitely do have to tap into them, talk to them, listen to them as well, because they got a lot of shit they want to say, man. They just crying out for wanting a home and wanting somebody to pay them some attention. You know what I mean? And of course, that's not always the case with everybody, but a lot of them, that's what it is. And as we talked about before, the three of us, that if we can just reach one, we're doing a good job.
Right.
I mean,
I wanna hit y'all with something deep real quick, man, not to take up too much time. I wanna get into like leadership, right? So I had homies, right? I'm gonna tell you the difference between a leader and a follower, man. I always wanted to be a leader, and I could stand alone and say that. You know what I mean? So my homies would say, "Day, we can ready to go jam something real quick." I say, "You know what, brother? Contact me when you get back. I'm that's not for me." You see, I always knew my lane. Right. See, a lot of youngins don't know their lane, man. They ride with the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody says something that wasn't to my liking, or wasn't how I am, how I move, it wasn't in my spirit, brother, I see you when you get back. You know, God bless you. I wish you wasn't that eager. I wish you could be patient like me. You know, sometimes you gotta have patience, man.
James said, "Fuck."
Yeah,
all of
man.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
and
I'll be here when you get back.
I hate petty crime though. You know, like robbing a lady on the way home from work. I ain't that bored, man. You know what I mean? I mean, if you gonna do a crime, go get some real fucking money, man. You know, so I always stood on my principles, man. Listen, y'all get ready to go doing so and so. That ain't for me, man. I have to see y'all when y'all get back. Even when I hustled, I think I was a smart hustler. Yeah, I don't even stand in crowds, man. You hear me? I get up 6, 7 in the morning and hustle how I want to hustle. So you got to be a leader, man. Even if you in the streets, whatever you doing, man, have your morals. Because when you go to these prisons, man, a lot of y'all going to be by yourself. Y'all not going to be with that group of homies. Whoever was in that car, these guys is telling in 24 hours, man. These dudes ain't lasting 24 hours of holding sturdy, man.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. Life is full of checks and balance. That's all life is, full of checks and balance. And you have to answer for the things that you have done. You know, at the end of the day, karma's a bitch. I mean, and she will come back for you. So remember that. Checks and balance.
We got a question up here.
What's the question?
Uptown Center want to know how we going to change, how we going to save the youth. And it is not one answer, brother. You can give us all the input you want. We need strong, positive brothers. We don't have one answer. That's why we sitting down. We trying to come up with the solution.
Yeah, I don't think it's one answer for that too, like to save the youth. I think that, you know, the best thing we can do, especially as men, is constantly talk to them and not giving up on them. You know, and that's not an end all be all, or that does not fix the whole problem, but it's a start.
Let me tell you what somebody just said. They said, y'all can't change the youth. We can't change him. See, we can't give up, man. We cannot give up. The stuff that's going on in the city right now, if you one of them people that's ready to give up, you need to move away, man. I'm dead serious, because you ain't even going to be able to go to the store in a minute, man. You ain't going to be able to drive your car. You ain't going to be able to do nothing. We got to confront whatever's going on in our community right now and figure it out as adults, man.
I mean, yeah, see, but this is the reason why that they is the way that they is, because when you got people like that right there that's saying that it ain't no saving them. Mm-hmm. So now when you come around and that, it's like, oh, hey, y'all don't care about us anyway. Y'all done gave up on us. Y'all done threw us out to the wolves. So we might as well keep on going and doing what we doing. But we can't give up on them, and that's the reason why that we was in the predicaments that we was in, because they done gave up on us. So it ain't no reason for us not to say, listen, man. And that's one of my biggest things. When I talk to these youngers, I hear them out. You know what I'm saying? And I give them a solution and I give them a better understanding of, listen, no, you can't do this right here. You can't do this right here. But one thing that I never do is I never act like I don't know the reality of the situation. So when these young boys out here hustling and all that, I can't come up and tell you I don't want you to be on this corner not hustling if I don't have an alternate for you. So he say, okay, old head, you don't want me to sell drugs and you don't want me to do none of this stuff here. Do you got another way for me to get money? Do you got a job for me? Do you got any workshops for me? Do you got anything for me to be able to get money so I can be able to eat at night? Because at home I ain't getting fed. Do you got any way to get me some money so I can have me some new sneakers on? Because at home I'm still wearing these old sneakers and I got holes all in them and I'm wearing the same 2-3 outfits for the whole week. No, youngin', but I'm just telling you, all right, well, old head, then you got to get the fuck out of my face, then, man.
That's real.
And that's facts, you know.
You think what I'm saying? And you got to get out of my face because guess what? That's the same thing that I would tell the young boy. That's what I same thing that me being that age, I would have told the old head if he would have came to me with that.
Especially when you're not talking to me about getting no money. You just want me to stop my whole hustle.
Right.
And not be dry out here.
Right.
First, we got to be example, man. Example.
So you don't have, and the problem is with these old heads out here, the ones that claim that they old heads. See, old head don't mean because you just up in age. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta, and that's the problem with a lot of them is that they don't have no order in their neighborhood. Mm-hmm. So they be scared to really go out there. And the thing is that, oh man, I'm done with them young boys. I ain't got no time for them young boys. Yes, there's some young boys that you ain't gonna reach. But what about the ones that want to be reached? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I get young boys that call me every day saying, damn, OG, man, look, man, I want to get out, man. I really want to move, but I'm scared what's gonna happen to me if I do. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I got them type of kids. I got them type of young boys that call my phone. And I also got them young boys that be like, man, what? Listen, I understand what you're doing, old head. I love you. I respect what you're doing. But right now, man, I got to push this pistol. Right. You know what I mean? So
a lot of them feel like they back against the wall, man.
Right.
And when you in certain environments, man, we got to keep it funky. You got to be on point, man. Some of these environments, all these young boys ain't trapper rapper and gangsters and killing people. Sometimes you just from the wrong block, you from the wrong area. They could be beefing around your hood. We all got to be on point, man. We got to stop this beef, this internet trolling. We got to bring a sense of calm to the neighborhood, man. So somebody was saying they listening to the music and they trying to live the life of what they listening to in the music.
That's true.
That's what somebody just commented.
Because what happens is this. Guess what, though? Guess what the funny part is? Whoever just said that was that they going off of this Chicago stuff. Mm-hmm. They listening to the Little Dirks. They listening to the King Vaughns. They listening to whoever, the NBA young boys. They listening to these dudes, and these dudes not really, these dudes, them per se, don't really be in it. So when they listened to that and they went and they adopted that Chicago mindset and they came back over here and now everything is a drill. Everything is all that, you know what I'm saying? But the same thing that I tell these young boys every day, I tell them, listen, man, do not allow nothing for 50 seconds get you 50 years. Because that's all it took for me to get 20 years in jail.
That's real. And that's the thing about it. It'll take something that takes a couple minutes, seconds to execute can give you the most time behind the bars.
Listen, the thing about it, right? The killing a person, that's the easy part. Mm-hmm. It's making your mind up to do it. Because you go back and forth with yourself. So once you sit back and make your mind up to do it, that means you done made your mind up that you're gonna live with the consequences. You're gonna live with any repercussions that come your way. Pulling the trigger, that take 5 pounds of pressure. That's nothing. A 12-year-old could pull that.
And then, I think a lot of these young boys, they, like you said, it was a conscious decision, right? And a lot of them are okay with the outcome. They know what it's going to be.
No, but see,
the
thing is this. They not okay with the outcome because they don't know what the outcome is, right? Mm-hmm. In their mind, they believe that they believe that, okay, I'm 15, 16, I'm going to go to the juvenile joint, I'm going to get certified, I'm going to get the certified, and I can go to jail till I'm 21, 22.
Right.
Not knowing that you're 15 or 16, you can still get a life sentence in Pennsylvania.
Right.
But if we don't give you a life sentence, we're going to give you enough time to make you think that you got a life sentence, which may be 60 to 120 years or 50 to 100 years.
You might as well call that life.
Right, exactly. But since we can't give you a life sentence because the states say that under a Miller versus Alabama Act that we can't give you that. But what we can do, we can give you enough time so if you're 15, you can leave out of here when you're 75.
Right, you won't be a harm to anybody else.
We ain't got. That's the whole thing. We don't
you.
have to worry about you no more. No more harming nobody.
Interesting joint, man. Everybody say they not getting the proper love at home, so it's gonna be hard for the community activists and city leaders to turn them around. You know what I mean?
And okay, and with that being said, it do starts at home. But the problem is with at home is that we lead these women to raise these boys. You think what I'm saying? Because either we in jail, either we in the graveyard, or even we just be like, listen, man, I ain't messing with the baby mom, so I'm gonna take it out on that. You think what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean,
but hold up, brother. There are some good guys that put motherfucking work in that still can't get these boys too.
they the different type of moms. They the different type of moms.
I'm keeping it real with you.
No, but what I'm saying is this: they the different type of moms. So, like I said, they the different type of moms. Them moms, they be on their bullshit. You feel me? They moms, they be on their bullshit.
I mean,
but I'm talking about
never 100% of everything when you talk about these things.
Right, but I'm just talking about the ones that
I'm saying I wanted custody of my teenagers. As soon as I left the mom, my young boys was 12 and 9, man. Let them come with me, man. They need to be around a man, man. And that was the proper decision at that time.
Yeah,
my kids was living in Nicetown, and I was living in a much better environment, man. Sometimes these environments can get into our kids, too. My kids end up getting into the neighborhood.
I'm gonna hit you back.
They end up getting into the politics of Nicetown. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what the problem be. All these kids cannot be in these impoverished, voluntary neighborhoods and not be a part of it. You know what I mean? Once you become a part of it, you have trouble.
I mean, in a way, you can become a product of your environment, but you don't have to be. You don't have to be.
No, because there's a lot of people that grew up from the hood and made it out.
That made it out. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to be.
The numbers, you know.
But the numbers, they don't add up.
Right.
They don't add up.
They don't.
I'm gonna tell you now, if you got 10 kids in the hood, only make 2 of them gonna make it out.
Yeah.
Without even going to jail.
And that's a high number.
Yeah, without even going to jail or to the graveyard. You think what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I'm just saying that it do starts at home because before a little boy can be a man, he got to see one first. So I need to see one first. You think what I'm saying? Like moms, they gonna do the best that they can. You get what I'm saying? They gonna give them the best structures that they
Especially
can.
when they gotta work 2 and 3 jobs
So
and shit.
she working,
school.
she raising these kids. She got a lot going on right here. She's dealing with a lot of stress. But what the moms can't do is that they can't tell them this right here. Listen, you need to look a man in his eyes when he's talking to you.
Right.
You need to stand up, man, and shake his hand. Don't never sit down while another man stand over top of you when he shake his hand. When you shake his hand, you need to give him a firm grip.
Right. When you go out to eat, don't sit with your back towards the door.
Right. When you go out to eat, don't sit with your back towards the door because you ain't never supposed to do that. But it's the
Walk
stuff
on the outside of the fucking street when you walking with your lady and your kids.
Because you can let you be the one that take whatever's gonna come on that side. Right. But at the end of the day, this is this stuff that women not gonna really be able to teach them and show them. Just like a man can't teach a little girl how to be a woman.
Right.
Think what I'm saying? A little girl come to you with a period, you don't know what she's doing.
Right.
I'm bleeding. What you want me to do?
Go to auntie, grandma.
I don't know what to do. Right. You need your hair done, your hair braided. You might be in the joint trying to braid her hair through it. We don't know what to do. So
damn sure.
But see the thing we gotta get back to though, because we come from a lot of broken homes that when the whole community raise us. You know what I mean? If your pops ain't there, somebody, you know, you got family members, you got uncles, we gotta have somebody.
The neighbors beat your ass.
That's what I'm saying. Right. We don't have that.
A neighbor wouldn't dare say nothing to nobody right now.
Oh yeah, you better
know
not.
What I'm saying?
You
a
better
neighbor
not.
wouldn't dare say nothing. And
they got shot in the face.
And the thing is this, right? Especially when the women is like the thing is this. Sometimes we look at it. they gonna get to a certain age that ass whoopings don't matter no more. Because when I got 13, ass whoopings didn't matter no more to me. And I wish you would hit me now. I'm not going to hit you, but I'm just saying
I'm not
that.
going to let you beat my ass.
But you're not going to whoop my ass no more. You think what I'm saying? So ass whoopings don't matter no more because I'm carrying guns now. So if I'm carrying guns and I'm out here shooting at people, what I look like coming in the house letting you whoop my ass? You think what I'm saying? So at the end of the day.
That's that trauma, man.
That's what I'm saying. And like I tell people is this. Listen, I dealt with trauma before jail. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you,
that's a powerful statement, man.
I dealt with trauma before jail. I didn't deal with no trauma in jail, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never cried one time in jail in my whole 20 years. Until I got on the other side of this wall, I done cried more times in my apartment right now and than I ever did in jail. I could be times I could be sitting right here watching TV and I could just break down and be understanding because I deal with the after effect of the trauma that I dealt with in jail. But in jail, I didn't know. And really, to be honest with you, in jail was like a resting stop for me. I was like relieved a little bit.
That's something, man.
Go a little deeper into that.
A lot of men feel that.
You think what I'm saying? Like I was like relieved a little bit when I went to jail because now I no longer have to figure out how I'm going to eat. I no longer have to figure out how I'm going to get these clothes. I no longer got to figure out if I'm going to live the day or tomorrow because every day that I walk out the door, I know I made the possibility I may not come back in this house. So I no longer had to worry about it.
So it was a relief for you.
It came a relief for me a little bit, to that sense.
Right.
I mean, because at the end of the day, me growing up, me being born with club feet, you feel me? Me being the doctors telling them that I'll never be able to walk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already dealing with that already. You know what I'm saying? Then me getting emotionally abused, getting teased at school because I was slew-footed in the way that I walk. Right. So people used to pick on me on that tip. So that really, me getting bullied as a young age. So that actually turned me into who I had to turn into be. Yeah. Mom's dealing with addiction. Me not knowing my dad really. You know what I'm saying? Me not having a close relationship with my siblings and none of that. Me being homeless. Me sleeping in the love park. Me sleeping in abandoned houses. Me taking the kerosene water, the water that putting it on the kerosene that we got to eat out of, but I can't throw that water out because I need that water for me to wash up in.
Right.
So,
nice warm bath.
You think what I'm saying? So me not having a bathroom in an abandoned house and got to go to the bathroom and go in a bucket. And I got to throw, and I can't throw the feces in the bathroom because I ain't got no bathroom. I ain't got no toilet. So now I got to throw this into a backyard. This is that life right there that I just told you. I had to do that for 2 straight years. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, that was the trauma that I already was dealing with.
Yeah, that's the
so
beginning.
by the time I got over up to jail, it's just I got over up to jail. It just became to the point like, you know what? This was a resting stop. Now the trauma that I did deal with in jail was me watching people hang it up. Me walking past a dude's cell and I could hear him in there getting raped. Mm-hmm. Me, going to the shower because you got to go to a shower, but you can be washing up in the shower and you could be like, how it get like real foggy where you can't see in the back. So you could be washing up in the shower and it could be foggy in the back and you don't even know it's 2 dudes back there. And this boy back there hitting that boy. So now you got to come out the shower with just your soap on and just got to go to another shower. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I ain't never played jail.
Me being involved in jailhouse stabbings, me being stabbed in jail. You think what I'm saying? So a lot of this stuff, right, that did play a part, but it was just like, you know what? This is a relief a little bit. Mm-hmm. And all right, cool. All right, cool.
You know the funny part about that? I had a little cousin beefing a couple weeks ago. Boys was looking for him. He said, shit, I'm just ready to turn myself in. He wouldn't go straight to jail. Yeah, and I was thinking damn, that's crazy, bro.
It becomes too much. Yeah. Listen, you got to understand, you going to go to jail, right? You got 3 hots. Listen, no matter what go on, you got 3 meals coming. You got 3 meals. 7 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 5 o'clock. They're your 3 meals for sure. I don't care what's going on. You ain't got that option out here. Right. You got to figure out how you going to get something to eat. Right. So you ain't got that option out here.
Fucking stomach's touching your back.
You got a place to lay. I don't care if the cot only about big as this table. You got somewhere to lay at. You ain't gotta go buy no hygiene or nothing because they gonna give it to you. You ain't gotta get no towels and no rags, they gonna give it to you. You ain't even gotta buy no clothes because you wear the same shit every day. Browns.
Right. Who you trying to impress?
You ain't trying to press nobody. You got some state boots on and they gonna give you some sneakers. It depends who gonna look out for you in the jail. And you can go ahead and go to work and make your little commissary. You ain't got no worries, nigga. And the only thing is your cable bill $16 a month. Nigga.
Damn. They say it starts from home, man.
You think
Somebody
I'm
say
saying?
it starts from home.
Yeah, it do.
I agree
It do.
with that.
It do.
I agree
It
with
do,
that.
bro. It
But
do.
see, the problem is a lot of people tapping in, right, saying it starts from home. And just like this brother telling his story, a lot of us come from broken homes. So what the hell do we do if everything ain't in line?
Right,
I'm
what's
gonna give you an example. My mom worked so hard when I was 14, bro. People thought I lived by myself, man. My mom would be going for I'm talking about real hard work. Not no 8 hours and you home. I'm talking about North Philly coming to the crib uptown. You don't see moms at all. We can have any kind of party. So I had to be some kind of mature. You know, I had to start figuring out that, all right, moms work hard, everything in order. What I'm going to do? What I'm going to bring to the table? And this is what's not happening right now. Right. A lot of these young boys got hard-working, thorough moms. I don't give a fuck. If your pop ain't around, whatever the case may be, you cannot fault whatever parent is with you, man. If you around your mom, take care of your mom, man. You know, like a lot. Most of us not together growing up in
I always
these
said
households,
though,
man.
right? Even with that being said, right? I think that because of that, the moms was always working. Our moms was always working, and you know we were in the house by ourselves a lot of times. That we running out here doing shit we ain't had no business doing. But I don't feel like the answer is just straight go get a job. I honestly think, right, the educational part is more serious if you can afford it, right?
But
in a perfect world, right? Because even with other cultures and shit like that, right? You know how our kids get older, we kick our kids out.
right, well, yeah.
I mean, before they
leave
you gotta
now,
set them up for success.
You can't kick these kids out.
Oh, they leave now. They gonna leave now. Once they get 18, they gonna leave. But this is what I'm thinking about this, right? And it may sound crazy. When I say this, because every time I say this, people be looking like, yo, I don't believe you said it. Educational part.
Right.
It's overrated to me.
As far as what?
And what I mean by that is overrated to me because, listen, you going to find a person, they got a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and she still can't get a job, right? So you went and got a bachelor's degree. What makes you want to go and spend another 4 or 5 years to get a master's degree? The bachelor's degree didn't do nothing for you. Now it's people out here now that got degrees and really can't get a job.
Either way, you still need those degrees. Because I be on Indeed, right, often, right? And even with a degree, a lot of jobs don't be paying that much, 20, 22 with a degree, right? But you have to have a degree to get that. Imagine all the people that don't have a degree and you getting paid $14, $15 an hour.
Let me explain something to y'all, man. Let me explain something, man.
So let me ask y'all this real quick, though. Don't you know a trash man make more than a teacher?
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly.
Not per hour, probably with the overtime and all that for sure.
That's not, no, ain't. Come on. I'm just saying.
Outright
A trash man making more than a teacher. He ain't go to school for nothing.
It's very
well,
rare.
see what
It's
we
very
gotta
rare.
do.
Everybody gonna get a trash man.
What we
job.
gotta do though, when you going to school, man, or when you searching to go to school, know what you're going to school for. That's the
I don't
problem.
even think that matter anymore because a lot of times people go to school for shit and they ain't even working in the field that they went to school for. I mean, it's just
that billions back to that point of knowing why you're going to school.
I mean, it's all about the piece of paper.
You know what I tell
Piece of
people,
paper
man?
get you the good job.
Let me tell you what I tell youngins, man. If they want to go to
Experience,
college,
keep it.
my advice to youngins right now in our environment. I've been in the medical field for 20 years. Youngin, go to school at 18, male or female. Go be a RN. By the time you're 22, 23, buckle down, get your bachelor's in RN. You can work anywhere in the United States. You can be a traveling nurse. You can make however much you want per year. Your ceiling is out of here. There's no amount.
It don't have to be a 4-year college. It can be a trade school.
But what I'm saying is that, and that's to be the problem, though, that's not for everybody.
It's an option, though.
I know. I'm just saying
We gotta have
because
options,
people
though.
will say, you know what? When I graduate out of high school, I want your parents will be like, well, I want you to go to college. But college is not for everybody. Everybody can't do college. Some people was already trying to figure out how they did the 12 years in school. So now you telling me you need me to go do 4 more?
But you know what? You know what, though?
I'm not saying that it's not.
You know what?
Though.
We gotta say this, though. I never went to college, man. I'm gonna say something. I always regret not challenging myself too. You know what I mean? I always felt like I should have went. And the reason is, what the F else is these kids doing at 18, man? Half of them wasting time, man. We talking about a 3-4 year time frame.
Right.
If you ain't doing nothing at 18, you ain't doing nothing at 22, you got to set
damn,
your life up.
But damn, I already was struggling to get you to the 12th grade. Shit. I think it's going to be another struggle getting you for 4 more years.
I mean, there's grants.
But I'm not, no, not when I say struggle, I ain't talking about the money part. I'm talking about it was already me being on your ass about getting you to
But
school.
our problem in our community, we don't push hard enough. Now I'm saying, as a young boy that just graduated high school, why you can't go to community next year just to try it out? If it ain't for you, if it ain't for you,
right,
quit and go get that grind on, man.
Or trade school.
But see, back in y'all area, in your era, once y'all graduated high school, y'all went right to the Marines or the Air Force, right?
No, I ain't go nowhere.
No, not you. I'm
Yeah,
just saying. Yeah,
You come from that old ass era, day.
Yeah, he come from the old head era.
Damn, y'all ain't that far from me, man. Y'all acting like y'all 25-year-old butterflies, man. Stop
shit.
that BS, man.
Shit. How old is you?
He said, yeah, roll.
Ready to be 45 by the blessings of Allah this month, man. Next week, inshallah.
45, Nick. We ain't really that far.
Yeah, man, don't get it twisted. Don't let the gray hairs fool you, man. I cut these off. I'll be 18 tomorrow morning.
He said,
I
yeah,
cut
y'all.
these grays. I'll be 18 tomorrow morning.
Nah, you cut them grades?
He said, yeah, y'all. You know, y'all went straight from high school to the army.
Yeah, because
old ass niggas.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking
And
he
that's
probably
right.
like 50,
That's right. I
51.
like that brother said that. College ain't the only option.
No,
We
it's
have
a straight
trade
school.
schools.
No, it ain't.
Some of these young boys can do construction. They rebuilding the whole city, man. How many minorities is a part of these projects, man?
HVAC
Young boy,
programs.
go learn how to engineer these buildings, man. Learn how to build some of this shit, man. We got to be more than the cleanup guys. Yeah, they got trillions of dollars, man. Everywhere I look, they building a new
for
condo.
real.
Where's our brothers at? Yeah, we
real.
need to be foremen, getting us.
But you know
Let's
what?
pull 'em in.
But you know what though, and not only not to to get off a subject, not only to be talking about the educational part. The part is that we don't have no community leaders, right? So by us not really having no community, when I say that is I'm just talking about like guys like us, this we can all really come together and really talk to these young boys and really be able to give them and understand the blueprint. So that's why I'm actually working on a program actually called a BAS, and it stands for a brother about something serious.
I like
so
that.
you dig what I'm saying?
I like
so
that.
what I'm saying is that I got the curriculum and everything already written out, but I'm saying we got to give them, like how you said, remember you just said your mom worked so many days you thought you was the only one there, right?
Yes, sir.
So what happens is this, let's just say somebody your age, 13 to 14 years old, she working all the time. Now she may got 2 other kids, but she got them other kids covered. The neighbors may got them because they little, whatever. You come in the crib, ain't nobody in there, right? So the first thing you do really when you come in the crib, you'll drop your book bag off. You even get something out the refrigerator and you'll go back outside with your other friends. Now with your other friends, I got a nonprofit that employs over 200 youth every summer. That's what I'm saying.
That's a blessing, brother.
That's what I'm saying. But now
we need all your input, brother.
yeah, but we need to change the every summer to all year round, though.
Yeah, whatever it takes. We
For
like
sure.
that, brother.
No, for sure, though, because you got to change that, John, I'm saying, from every summer.
And
though.
I never
Send
got
his-
option.
Tell him to send his Instagram. What's his Instagram?
Yeah, we definitely got his joint. He
I get
tapped
that
in
to you right
super.
after,
He
man.
super tapped in with us.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
look, I got another good option for y'all young boys
Hey,
when y'all
Reg, you
turn
definitely
18.
gotta come on and talk about that, you and Kim too.
Yo, I got a powerful option too for y'all young boys, man. While y'all sitting at home on this computer, everybody trolling and everything, fill out for the city jobs every Monday, man. Work for the gas company, electric company. Yeah, let's get busy. Cause you know what's crazy? Like I say, I'm from Richard Island, man. All the boys my age, I don't know who pulled them in. They working for the city, PHA,
I'm trying to get on
gas company, water company. All my cats from Strawberry
The thing
Mansion.
is, they gotta graduate high school. They need a diploma. Whether it's
shit,
a
I'm
GED,
trying to-
a
All my
GED
cats
or a
from
diploma.
Mansion, all the brothers that's from the streets that's working for the water
Shout out to
department now.
Mansion one time.
I love y'all brothers, man. All y'all brothers that used to be on them corners making millions of dollars and all that, that's working for the water department. Got y'all unis on and showing the youth something different right now. And I love y'all brothers, man. Trust me.
Because they came with another game plan. They knew that. You know what the end goal
Man,
is.
but we gotta get them. We gotta get them to graduate. That's another thing.
Yeah,
We have
no,
to
you
push
got-
them
you
to
got- you
graduate
got- you got
or
to
get their GED, some sort of diploma. Because I don't care what nobody say, right? Even every job, you're going to have a diploma.
No, you gotta have that or GED.
Gotta have a diploma
now
or GED.
Now, I made a basically when I said that, I probably could have used the better words when I was saying education is overrated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I meant to say it was overrated on the sense of that about the bachelor part.
Right.
Like, you get the bachelor's and the master's, then you can't get a job. That's what I meant to say on that level when I was saying it's overrated. But as far as the high school diploma and the GED, you need that. For anything, you need that to probably get a job at the corner store. You need that.
I want to tap into. I'm gonna tap into an old program for y'all too, man, because I want to give y'all resources. Anybody who didn't graduate high school, I don't give a fuck if you 70 years old, man. Call Ben Franklin High School, man.
No.
They got night school, twilight for y'all, for real. Some youngins ain't finished up their high school,
if
got
he's-
credits. They can go to this program and get their high school diploma.
But if he's 70, it's over. It's over.
Yo,
It's
bro,
over. He only got about. He only
I
got about a couple
guarantee you-
left.
Hang that shit
I
up.
Got about a
guarantee
couple
you,
left, man. It's over. It's over. for him.
Franklin Night School tonight is
It's over.
somebody 60-something.
He ain't even making it up down the steps
look.
like that. It's over. That
Hey,
shit
you ain't
over,
never
man.
too old to learn,
Man, that shit over, man. You 70 years old and you talking about a diploma. First of all, bro, you got one foot in the graveyard and the other one on the banana peel. You ready to slip the fucking at any given moment. It's about to be over for you.
You've been broke too long. You used to it.
Yeah, that's
It's over. Whatever's going on is over. Just get the home care. Get your home health aid. And
Don't
just
have them
ride-
come and pay them half the money.
I get you the highest rate if you need that home health care. I'm just saying.
Yeah, just ride off in the sunset.
But like I was saying, man,
Ride off in the sunset.
in my 12th grade year, man, I'm living off experience too, man. I went to Franklin Night School also to get caught up, man. So I was in day school and night school in my 12th grade year.
I went to Mansion. Hey, listen, I got locked up and going into the 11th grade. And it's so crazy because when I got locked up, my mom said, listen, I don't know what you got going on in there. I don't know what you facing or how many charges they giving you. You better give me a goddamn diploma. So they had school in there. We were still kids. Right. So I got the diploma for you. You know what I'm saying? She said, now we can figure out this other shit going on.
That's important.
But at first, we need to get this diploma right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's definitely important. But, bro, man, at the end of the day, we got to give these kids something to do, bro. Mm-hmm. We got to get them something to do after school.
Right.
Because if they don't got nothing to do, they going to get in trouble.
Yeah, they do like after school programs.
They don't even got them no more.
They got a couple because my daughter's school has a couple.
That's what I'm saying. But they going to go ahead
and even with the programs, the youngest got to be tapped into them. It do be millions of dollars going around for different stuff. We do got to tap into it.
Yeah, man.
Y'all can't be saying where the programs when they do come about, we don't mess with them or it ain't the right spot.
You can't do that because you got to send these kids to these programs. I mean, at the school, boom, I get out 3:30. Now what I'm going to do? Mm-hmm. Shit, I'm going to go hang with Lil JJ and Lil Ray Ray and them around the corner. We ready to go steal some cars.
Because they get ready to pull up in that tinted up, bombed out joint with this poo shiesties on.
I think another reason why a lot of these young boys, don't do too much of the after school programs or even trying to find a job because they done made so many fucking enemies and the city's so small, they could be anywhere and run into an op.
Right.
I agree with that.
It's a compromising position for them. Especially when they get knee deep in the shit.
But what I'm just saying this to the standpoint for real, y'all, like on some real shit. We gotta get these kids something to do, man. We really got to get them something to do where it could be like, okay, damn, yo, we going to such and such center tonight, man. Look, man, the games is here. You know what I'm saying?
Happy. They had that when we was.
You think what I'm saying? Like they had that. You feel me?
The center, yeah, all that.
And we gotta get back to the point
boxing. I was boxing at 4th and Fairmount.
Mentor youth program, And that was fun. I looked forward
So now you
to
got
going to that.
you got two young boys that don't like each other. Or y'all don't like each other? All right, cool. Come on. Let's go down to the boxing ring. Let's put these gloves on.
Right.
That's how
And
it's
at
supposed
least
to be.
in that program for that period of time, y'all are not enemies for that time frame.
Right.
While
and-
y'all there, y'all just being kids and doing what you're supposed to be doing, as a teenager versus the back and forth shit.
I just had two young boys, right, and I talked to them, right, and I said, listen, he shot you. Cool. The other young boy that did shoot him, I'm like, I said, if I got both of y'all here, right, if I set both of y'all at the end of this table and ask y'all, what is y'all shooting at each other about? Can y'all tell me? And the one young boy that got shot, because I didn't know the other one that shot him, he said, no, we can't, I can't understand and tell you about. I said, so what we ready to do here is this. You either ready to go to the graveyard, or you ready to go to the jail for a life sentence, or he ready to go to the graveyard and the jail for a life sentence, and then none of y'all parents got no money to bury y'all. So now you ready to put all this pressure on your mom where she got to go to Instagram, put up GoFundMe pages so she can bury her son.
Yeah,
Why you want to put that pressure on her?
putting somebody away ain't cheap.
You feel what I'm
That
saying?
shit costs some money.
At the end of the day, man, a lot of the stuff, man, he was like, man, OG, I don't understand it either. It don't make no sense to me. I said, this is what I'm saying.
I talked to a couple young boys, and a lot of them used to be friends in like the middle school and the elementary
Yeah,
school.
but that's what I'm telling you. A lot of them,
they were friends.
I'm
at
gonna
one
tell you
point.
right now on some real stuff, man. People that I grew up with, I don't have no problem with them. We may not be as cool because I'm on a different path.
But I don't want to kill you.
And I don't have a problem with y'all. We may not be cool no more on that level because I'm on a different journey.
Right.
And you still on the same journey. But other than that, I don't got no problem.
I got an
with y'all.
important piece though. I gotta
What?
say before we leave this joint tonight. When I was young, right, in high school, man, I was Muslim then too, in Germantown, all that. But me and the brothers used to pray together, man. I never forget this. And we walked to Juma on Fridays together. We had a certain type of spirit and love for each other, man. Young boys pray, man. For real, pray together. Seriously, a lot of y'all are Muslim and saying y'all Muslim. Pray, man. Pray together because it's going to give you a different feeling and being more united, man. You'll have a different kind of love if you pray next to your brother. If we can pray for each other, man.
gotta lead
What's a
by
real
example.
rap?
But it ain't even got nothing, it ain't even saying just the Muslim thing. Whatever religion you with.
Yeah, I'm not just putting it on the Muslims, but I'm just saying
whatever religion
it
you
gave me
is.
a certain feeling. You know what I
whatever
mean?
religion
And
you
we
is.
all need to pray. If we can take time out while these youngins in high school, while they during their day, pray, youngins. Because after school, y'all killing each other, y'all shooting at bus stops. Pray, man. I'm serious, man.
That's mind boggling to me. The kids not safe, the little kids, and the women not safe. The women is running around here packing more than the men is.
They don't have no
They
choice.
got the guns. You feel
They
me?
don't have no choice.
So they not safe. And the thing is this, when you used to be able to see a 13-year-old kid, right, and he come up to you and say, damn, mister, can I get $1 or $2 or something to wash your car or do whatever, right?
Right.
You go in your pocket and give him the $2, he pull out a gun and then he want to take everything. But if you beat him to the drawer and you kill him, the first thing they going to say, he was just a baby. You feel what I'm saying?
That baby when he's playing that fucking gun.
You think what I'm saying?
Double-edged sword.
You think what I'm saying? So it's like you can't win. You feel me? Or you got a young boy that got a book bag on, he got his little basketball on, and he walking across, and he walking past you. But then when you look up, you don't even know the young boy that just walked past you. That's the young boy right now ready to blow your head off. He ready to blow your head off as soon as you turn back around. This is a young boy right here. So we just got to get more better with that, man, in the community and all that, man. And a lot of dudes that's in the programs, they got to be able to take constructive criticism, man, and these kids got to get better with critical thinking. It starts from home, and if the parents or if they're single have things to do with their children, they interact with their children. It's not the streets, well, parents in the club. No, yup. Because you know why? You know why the parents is like that? Because now you got somebody that's 28 and her son 14.
That's true.
And
You
she just started working yesterday.
She just started working, right? And now she in the club out there with some
Trying to enjoy her life.
her mom 43 and her grandmom about 58. All three of them in the club together. Little JJ tearing the city up out here.
But you know, it's hard to say. Just like I said, man, sometimes you gotta mature sooner than you think. You know, I was 14, 15, said, I'm the man of the house, man. I got to start figuring stuff out. I got to start hustling, grinding, working. I started working at 14, man. I was cutting every grass uptown at 15.
Right. You know, and that's what I was saying about, you know, at some point, the ball got dropped, and it was definitely a couple generations before us. And one thing that a lot of them old heads talk shit about these kids, but they are the reason for a lot of this shit. Them baby bloomers.
Yeah.
They're the reason for a lot of this shit.
Because as old heads, right, they left their post. You think what I'm saying? They left their post. They went to jail. They left us out here with our moms. And a lot of us, be honest with you, grew up in the crack era, so a lot of us really crack babies.
Mm-hmm.
So we
That's
already,
a fact.
right?
That's why they running around out of control.
So we out of control, because I already know I was a crack baby. So we out of control. We don't have no guidance. We don't know what's going on. But I'm telling you now, and the moms, they in the club. They not worrying about what little JJ and them doing until JJ get killed.
Right.
And now the mom on the news saying, I can't believe they did that to my baby.
Right.
But you ain't pay your baby not once. You ain't even look at his homework. You ain't go to no parent. I went with my homie up to a school with the parent-teacher conference. When I tell you it wasn't nobody, it was one person in that class with a parent.
It's crazy, man.
You think what I'm saying?
And it wasn't like that back time ago.
Listen,
what y'all say, the ancient years?
Fucking school was packed.
Man, let me tell you something, man. You be scared. Listen, all you had to do was say you was going to call my mom. My mom come up there, and she come up there on the most embarrassing joint. Her hair won't be done.
Whip you in the class.
Man, and just go to work.
Fucking grandma robe on.
Man, I had a homie in Claire Muhammad. His mama whip him in front of the class. I said, that's different.
I got my ass whooped in front of the class before.
Yeah,
I'm talking about daily.
And somebody just said that most of them is really lacking love, man. And that's what they want. They want to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I wanted. I said, okay, shit, I need to be accepted by somebody.
I mean, at the end of the day, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
we
for
know
real,
that
though.
to be a fact.
For real, I need to be accepted, though. I want to be accepted. And if I got 3 other friends that look like they my homies and look like they care about me, that's what I'm rolling with. I ain't listening to what mom saying until I get locked up.
Yeah, because
That's how I always go,
sometimes
homie.
family not blood.
And you know
family
what?
is the one you make.
Yeah, blood only make you related. Family, blood only make you related.
A lot of times when you're young, too, I want to touch on this point. You be tender about your self-esteem, your character. You be finding who you are. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these young boys are in that stage. They got low self-esteem. They walk around with these big bushy hair, bumps all on their forehead. They don't even know how to wash their damn hair properly.
They suffer through identity crisis.
Yeah, and everybody want to look alike, man. Be yourself, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if everybody got a bush, get waves, man. What the fuck is going on?
You, man, Chicago done messed these youngins up, bro. Chicago messed these youngins up. They went and started this drilling stuff, man, and after that, first of all, they running around here. They got switches on their guns, right? That joint shoot about 30 times in 10 seconds.
But guess what? Guess what the catch is? Them cops and them feds giving out 5, 10, 20 more years just for that little switching.
No, I'm telling you.
Feds picking them up now. They not playing no more, man.
But the scary part about that is, as soon as they get locked up, they just want to tell, right? So I asked the kids, this is like, yo, do you love your mom? You know, everybody gonna say they love their mom. So why you keep hurting them? You don't listen to your mom on the street, but as soon as you get locked up, why is this the first person you call?
Right.
My man talking about why everybody got Uptown in their name. That's how that new internet stuff go, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man.
But y'all, listen, man, I'm happy everybody tapped in, man. I think we had a wonderful conversation, man. We had a good show. This episode 23, Filoosh Talk, man. We had a special guest, Wood in the building, man. We ain't gonna mess this up.
Yo,
this is my man, though.
Yeah,
He's
you keep
calling fucking Wolf.
You keep calling me Wolf, and I'm like, dang.
Yo, listen, right?
But I ain't peeping though.
First story real quick before we get on, right? I'm making the flyer. I told him to send me the information, right?
Yeah.
He says Wolf. So I put the flyer up and shit, and then I noticed your name was Wood. I said, come the fuck on, man.
Yo, I take full blame, man. I'm
but you know what's
man.
so crazy? I'm like, he said it just now, and I'm like, Wolf. First of all, we already got one wolf. Yeah. I'm like, hold up. We already got one wolf in the city.
But you know what, man? You know what it goes to show, and it's a good thing that we even pointing this out, man. Me and this brother just connected, man, and I just want to show y'all that Filoosh talk is real, man. We ain't got to know you since we grown up. You ain't got to be no killer, drug dealer. We want people who can bring change to the community, man. That's how fast I move, man. I made sure this brother came up here ASAP. We had a talk, boom, weeks later he here, man. Yeah. This how we playing that Filoosh talk. So it's all love, man. I want the best for everybody out there.
Come to their podcast, man. Anybody got something positive going on, man? Come on, lock in with them, man.
Next couple shows
What's
definitely
up,
lined up, man.
Yeah, come and lock in with them,
The
man.
next couple of weeks gonna be wonderful, man. We getting into nonviolence, mental health. I'm gonna have some young boys on the show. We gonna talk some real shit. Yeah. I got 2 twin young boys coming in a couple weeks. They gonna talk about the difficulties of growing up in a house without your father there, man. It's gonna be a deep fucking show. And how they hurdled over it. Both of these young boys is in college right now. They roommates in the same dorm room.
So it can be done.
It's gonna bring tears to my eyes. These like my nephews, man.
So can it be done?
Yes, sir.
For sure it can be done. Everything's possible.
Anything's possible. It can be done, though.
Possible.
It can be done.
Filoosh Talk, baby. Episode 23, man. Good show. Love y'all. See y'all next week.